Hey guys, what's up? This is Dark Helmet Cat 67, bringing you with another episode of building Spaceball City in LEGO Worlds. You guys remember Mike? No, don't wave to the firefighter. To the audience. Mike says hi. So, I did some work off camera. And welcome to our first LEGO Worlds video of 2022. So I did some work off camera. We have to go on a tour. So here we are in the little commercial area right by the entrance to our residential neighborhood. And I built this super cool 7-Eleven store. Yes, the little convenience store. 7-Eleven. It's called like that because the two numbers 7 and 11 rhyme. They're both rhyming numbers. And also, they're each 4 numbers away. So that's why they call this convenience store 7-Eleven. It's because of the two rhyming numbers, 7 and 11. They rhyme, and they're also four numbers away from each other. So we have that. And also, I made some new buildings to place down. Some couple of fast food restaurants. And even an Apple store where people can buy iPhones and other electronic devices. So here we are. This is the inside of the 7-Eleven store. As you can see, it's just like what a real convenience store would have. Coffee, water, fruits, sweets. There's some ATM machines in case if you need to take out money. We got a clock. And some shelves where you can get snacks. Like maybe a chocolate bar, maybe a Snickers bar or a Twix bar, or a Reese's peanut butter cup. So that's what would be on those shelves. Snacks. Because if you think about it, when you go to a real convenience store in real life, you would only see snacks or food. Here we have some refrigerators and freezers. That way people can, buy some milk, soda, 2-liter bottles, and even ice cream or a popsicle. And this right over here, we have a little drink area. A fountain drink area. With all the soda nozzles. And I used these crystal clear bricks. The round brick and the round tile as like cups. Because when you go to a real convenience store like Cumberland Farms, the cups from there are transparent. What that means is you can see through it. Like you can see the drink inside the cup. Which is pretty cool compared to other restaurants. Like when you go to McDonald's. So these would be plastic cups. And these round tiles would be the lids. This right over here is a slushy area. You can get slushies here. I painted this black so that way people can tell the difference between a regular fountain soda. These would be the soda machines. And this that I painted black is the Slurpee machine. Or slushy. Like you can get a blue raspberry slushy or a cherry slushy or any other. Or a frozen drink. That's what it's called. And you can get coffee from here. Make yourself a cup of coffee. And of course we have these water bottles. And of course you can play lottery here. Or buy cigarettes here. I think that's what the stuff on this shelf is. Behind the counter. I think those are cigarettes. So anyway, once after people buy their snacks, they can come to the counter and pay for their stuff here. And nowadays, every snack costs $15.83. And you can also get newspapers from here, from this newspaper rack. So, and then you are good to go. Can anybody tell what which brick build I converted into the 7-Eleven store? I'll give you a hint. It starts with an O. And it's the something tower from the Lego movie, where President Business works. Does anyone know what that is? That's right. I converted the Octane gas station. So here, let me pull that up so that way you can see what I mean. Pull up our brick builds. Where is the Octane gas station? Octane. Is it not called Octane gas station? Is it called station? Let me try typing in station. See what comes up. Oh, it's this one. Service station. Yes. Yes. I converted the Octane gas station, or the game calls it service station. For some reason, they don't call it Octane. The game should have called it Octane. Octane gas station, or Octane service station. Yeah. Yeah, so I completely erased that part and then left the building. Well, I erased the gas pumps and the car wash and just left this building. And I converted that into a 7-Eleven convenience store. So those of you wondering of what brick build I converted, that's where I got it from. It's always a good idea to convert existing brick builds into something else. Like how I did with the Octane gas station. with the little store. I erased everything except the building. Except the store. And I changed the colors, too. Like, I painted green, red, and orange. And then for the main structure itself, and the most part, it's basically brown, I think. Is it dark brown? Let's spin the sky. Sometimes the reflection of the light affects the color. Like how you see it. You know. Let's go into Mike's point of view. Yes, it is the brown. I think that's reddish brown. And also I painted this part white. Like towards the top. Towards the top there's a white stripe. And I painted this little truss blue. And then I made, of course, the 7-Eleven sign on top of the building. So that way people will know what the name of this store is. They'll be like, hey, that's a 7-Eleven store. I want to go there. I want to buy a slushie. Or a popsicle. Or an ice cream. Yeah. And I added also a few other things. Like from an actual gas station. Like a charger. A car charger. For some cars that run on batteries or electronic cars, and then also an air pump, so that we know if people have a flat tire or if their tire pressure is low in their car, they can stop by here and fill their tires up with air from this air pump. This air pump is from, like, the Shell gas station that I made. And don't worry, we will find a spot in Spaceball City to place that, because it is in my brick builds library. And I think the colors I had, it was like yellow. Yellow or something. And this one right here is blue. Because I want people to know the difference. And also I have another air pump on the other side of the building too. So that way, you know, if one car or person is using one of the air nozzles, I mean, there are 2 air nozzles on here. Up to 2 cars can use it. Yeah. That way, 4 people in total can use the air pump. And right over here, of course, as you may have noticed from like any other fast food places that you would go to, there's a little dumpster. A yellow dumpster behind this cell door. Yeah, just like at most fast food restaurants. Like nearby the drive-thru, they would have something like that. The dumpster would be inside here. Oh, hey, firefighter. Don't you dare walk on. This is where the manager would come and throw away lots of scrap or trash. They would toss it in the dumpster. Yeah. Okay. Oh, hey, lady. What are you doing here? At the bike shop? Are you gonna get yourself a new bike? That way you can go bike riding. You know, this also gives me another idea of what we could build in Spaceball City. A bike trail or a bike route. Yeah. We'll find a spot to build a bike route. Yeah. Okay. All right. So let's go to the All right, let's pull up our brick builds menu. I made a couple of new models that we want to get placed down. And then maybe work on like the details of the existing models that we already placed down. So we have here, that wasn't in our brick builds library. Oh, ChickFilA! I forgot about that one too. I made that one too. ChickFilA. So we have a couple of restaurants like ChickFilA and there's the Apple Store for, you know, that people can buy like iPhones or iPads or any other electronic devices. And there was another restaurant I made. Where is it? There it is, Wendy's restaurant. I made that one. So we have 2 fast food places to place down. And then the Apple Store. Alright. Let's head on over to the food district of our... Let's head to the food area. And in the meanwhile, maybe I can tour you guys of what we have at our city. This right over here, as you may have remembered from the start of our series, this is Central Park. We're calling it Pugsy Park. It's because Pugsy sits in the middle of the map. So that's Central Park with playground and a little basketball court and a little pathway where people can walk around. And then, of course, the Central Park is surrounded by all these commercial buildings. Like we have a bakery, cafe, barber shop, coffee shop, ice cream shop, dance hall, movie theater, apartment building, and a little cafe. And of course, diner, farmer's market, town hall, post office, CVS, the Octane gas station, a clock tower, and the police station. There are 2 different police stations. There's one white one and there's one brown one. I decided to use the white one. It's because it's more city-like. It more fits best in a city. It's because it's tall. Oh, hey, robber. That robber is in jail. He must have done something bad. He must have robbed the bank or something. Alright, anyway. I don't want to tour everything because we got to get these new models placed. Alright, so here's the food district. We got McDonald's. And, a Pizza Hut. I love pizza. And we have Taco Bell. And Dunkin' Donuts. Okay. So those are the food stuff we have. Eventually we'll need to make parking lots for all of these. I may do that off camera. Make a parking lot for the McDonald's and the Taco Bell, Pizza Hut, and Dunkin' Donuts. I mean, we'll put pathways over there. But let's place down, let's get some of these new models. Like, let's get the, ChickFilA. Let's place down ChickFilA. How about right here, right over here? That looks like a good spot for ChickFilA. And of course we'll make a sign that says ChickFilA so that people know that that's ChickFilA. Want to get chicken sandwiches. And let's also get... Oh, it's nighttime already? Alright, let's spin the sky. That way we can see. See where we're building. And let's get the Wendy's restaurant. Where is it? Here it is, Wendy's. Oh, okay. I think we should find a different spot to put Wendy's, because if I build it across the street from McDonald's, there may be a competition. So I don't want that. I don't want any competition. Yeah, it would be a battle of which food would people prefer. McDonald's or Wendy's? French fries from McDonald's or French fries from Wendy's? Or even hamburgers? Hamburgers from Mickey D's or hamburgers from Wendy's? So we'll find a different spot. Maybe we'll put Wendy's. Maybe Wendy's could go about right here. That looks like a good spot for it. See, that's the front. Let's make a nice... Let's put it right over here. And then we'll make a parking lot for it. We'll make the parking lot for Wendy's. And of course, we'll put a drive-through window. Because every fast food restaurant needs to have a drive-through. The only fast food restaurant that there's no drive-through to is Boston Market. I'm surprised that there is no drive-through to Boston Market. That's the only fast food restaurant that you have to go inside and get your food. Boston Market. I mean, I love Boston Market. They have pretty good chicken. Good rotisserie chicken. Nice and juicy. Well, the dark meat is juicy. White meat is more dry. I like dark meat because it's more juicy. Oh, and speaking of chicken, we'll need to get KFC. KFC. Finger looking good. I believe I have that one. Do I have a KFC? KFC, there it is. But maybe I want to make a better KFC? Should we still place down this one? This KFC? I'd say we... Yeah, I think I'm gonna build myself like a better KFC. So I'll need to go on the internet and find some inspiration of... Because right now there are many different looks of KFC. Maybe KFC we put right over here across the street. Or we put down a... Maybe we could put down a sit-down restaurant. Like a TGI Fridays. Or Ruby Tuesday. Or Hibachi Steakhouse. Yeah. I'll need to make those restaurants. Yeah. TGI Fridays. And Ruby Tuesday. I definitely need to build. That's definitely on the list of what I need to build. Alright. What is the other store that I need to... Where's that other store? The Apples. Oh, the Apple Store. Yeah. It's gonna be all the way up there. A. Because the word apple starts with A. Yeah, and they're organized alphabetically. Your own brick builds, and if you save them, they're organized in alphabetical order. So where do we put this? Where should we put this Apple Store? Where do we even put that? Maybe I'll place it right over here. Maybe this looks like a good spot for the Apple Store. Yeah, let's place it right over here. Yeah. There we go. That looks amazing. Oh yes. And a glowing apple. That's the Apple logo. Why do we have these lines? Oh, here's a trick. Whenever you make windows, and if you use like a brick or something, you see how you get these lines or something? Well, here's a trick to solve this issue. You need to take a small 1x1 plate in the transparent material, like in this case transparent brown, and then you would place it in the spots. And they disappear. You do get these lines over here, but that's how you get rid of them. That's another tip if you watch Designer/Gamer's Lego Worlds video. So, and I think every other window is fine. Oh, we gotta fix this here. There. Now it's all fixed. Nope, it's not. One more. There we go. Now it's all fixed. See, no more of these weird lines. Okay. So we got that. So we got that Apple Store placed. What else? What else do we want to place? You know, maybe for KFC, maybe I could modify the one I have. Yeah. That way I save some time. Yeah. I can modify this one. The original version. And, oh, there's the 7-Eleven store that I saved. Yes, I did save this 7-Eleven store. That way, it's in my models, and that way I can use it in the future. Maybe we'll place down more of them. I don't know. We'll see. And also, we need to find a spot to build an airport. What you know, we need to start building some stuff for public transportation. Like, we need buses, we need trains, we need metro trains. Yeah. Yeah. Subway trains, airplanes, like, we will build an airport. We're gonna also need, and I think that's how far as you can go with public transportation. Are there any other public transportation vehicles besides buses, subway trains, airplanes? Oh, and we need taxis. Taxi cabs, yeah. Yeah. So, today's video is not going to be as long, like, as the other ones. Because I don't want this video to be too long. Unlike my other ones. Alright, this guy is spun. Oh, you know, for some of the models that I placed down, some of the existing models, I may move them elsewhere in the city and make a separate district for that. Like, maybe I'll move the dance hall and the movie theater to a different part of the city and make a like an entertainment district, because, or maybe we leave it the way it is. What do you think? Should we change some of the existing buildings to where they are and move them somewhere else, or should we leave them the way they are? I think let's leave it the way they are, because if you go to like an actual town or city, sometimes there are like entertainment spots, entertainment places, like a dance hall right next to like an ice cream shop, or even a movie theater. Yeah. Like a ballroom or something. Yeah, those would be next to shops and other things. Oh, and also, here's the little expressway I started to work on. You can see how all these arrows are? They're each pointing different ways because they are one-way roads. And that's how it is on an expressway or highway. They're one-way roads. Which means the roads only go in one direction. Of course, we'll find a spot to connect the other ramp. I'm making an expressway so that people can, you know, avoid all the heavy traffic and get to places much quicker. This kind of reminds me of City Skylines. You know, the simulation and management game where you can like build a city of your dreams. Like build residential areas, commercial areas, industrial areas, even parks. But speaking of parks, we do have a park. We do have a couple of parks. We have a Central Park. And of course, we'll need to add some parks. Add some leisurable parks in our neighborhood. Like dog parks where people can take their dog on a walk. Playgrounds. And of course, we do have an amusement park called Star Wars Land. See, there's the sign for it. And those two arrows pointing up, it means it's straight ahead. Star Wars Land is straight ahead. So let's go there. Let's tour that. So these are one-way roads too because of this booth. You have to like get a ticket or something. You gotta buy a ticket to get into Star Wars Land. And also pay for the parking. I mean, this booth is where you have to pay for parking. Like valet parking or regular parking. As you can see, we have a huge parking lot here. Lots of parking spaces and of course I made some additional parking right over here. And excuse me. So that way you know more people can come to the park. And also, I made this little stairway right over here. So that way, whenever people park their cars right over here in this middle parking lot, they can use the stairs, and that way they don't have to cross the road to get to the other side. Now, you may be probably wondering, why there is that... Why there is an intersection right over here? A little funny intersection? That's because this is going to be a bus lane. For public transportation. Yes, people can take the public city buses to Star Wars Land. This right over here is going to be a bus lane. Which means only buses can travel in this area. Because of this bus stop. Yeah. Yeah, and the bus would stop here and drop people off to nearby the entrance to Star Wars Land. Hey. Do you think the bus driver should pay for... I don't know. Buses can come in for free. They don't have to pay the toll. They don't have to pay the booth. Buses don't have to pay the booth. But if you're taking your private car, then you do have to pay the toll booth for parking. So here's the entrance to Star Wars Land. As you enter the park, you are greeted by this Darth Maul mosaic. Darth Maul awaiting orders. And as you can see, we have a bunch of Lego rides. Like we have the carousel, the roller coaster, a little roller coaster right over here. Couple of shops, like an ice cream shop, and a coffee shop, or hot drink stand. Climbing wall. Slide. Now, some of these models you may recognize from the showcase builds, like that one right over here. It's the Helter Skelter and the carousel and the Ferris wheel. And some of these I had to make myself because obviously there was no showcase model. I wish the Xbox version of what am I trying? I wish the Xbox version of Lego Worlds had, like, you know, the roller coaster model as a showcase model. Oh, that would be cool. But they didn't add it. So gotta go with it. You might have noticed I painted some of these different colors because the original color of it is just white. Like the Ferris wheel. The Ferris wheel's just all white. I wanted to add a splash of color. White is just too pale. I mean, we may have some rides that are painted white. Is this one white? And also the hedge maze right over here. That's another ride. You know, building rides, it reminds me of Roller Coaster Tycoon, where you can build your own theme park. And you're probably wondering, there is a game called Roller Coaster Tycoon World. And what that is, it's a remasterization of the original games by Chris Sawyer. The guy that created both Roller Coaster Tycoon 1 and 2, Chris Sawyer. Yeah. And there's a remastered version, Roller Coaster Tycoon World. And the graphics are more realistic. Kind of like Roller Coaster Tycoon 3. I don't have the game yet, but Maybe one day I'll get it. Maybe I may buy it one day. Roller Coaster Tycoon World. And we have a couple of cafes, like that Burger Barn. The Burger Barn Cafe. I converted the barn brick build into a cafe. Burger Barn. That's one of the sit-down cafes. And of course, we have bathrooms, because, you know, your amusement, because every amusement park needs to have a bathroom in case anyone has to use it. And of course, an information booth, so that people can, you know, get park maps and other things. Get some information about this park. So I think that's gonna have to end this episode right here. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Make sure to leave a comment. Smash that like button if you like it. And I will see you guys in the next episode. Whatever we might do. I'll try to get some new models. Like, maybe I'll try to remake KFC. And maybe get some brand new rides to place down in Star Wars Land. Like, maybe, you know, like the Twister thing. The thing that spins so fast, and it makes you like dizzy, as one of the thrill rides. And also, we need game booths in this park, because, you know, when you go to a real amusement park, there are game booths. But that's gonna have to end this episode right here. I hope you guys enjoyed it, like I said before, and I will see you guys in the next episode. See you then. Bye-bye. Say bye, Mike. Take care.